everybody. How's it going? Oh, I just remembered something. Hang on. Hold on to your pants. All right, there we go. Oh, hey, Nicolette. Hi, and Marmalade, too. Gotta remember to say hello to the pets. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, G. Oh, happy Monday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Feeling pretty good. I feel like I didn't really get to like reset this weekend, which kind of sucks because I'm I'm going into like another very busy week, so I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that I really take advantage of my like pockets of time where I'm making sure I'm resting. You know what I mean? Oh, Heidi. Mary, hello. Hey, Sarah. So good to see you again, Heidi. Thanks for checking in from France. You know what I love? I love when people in here check in from wherever they are in the world because we have such a wonderful international group of people. It always makes me so happy to see where people are checking in from. Hey, Elettra from Italy. Lerv. Oh, Heidi, so glad you're here too. I know it's been a minute since we connected, so very excited. Yeah, take a moment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I did some serious spring cleaning style yard work and burning a bunch of old stuff and painful memories in my cauldron this week. Oh my gosh, that sounds so transformative. I love that. I feel like I'm ready to do some spring cleaning myself. I'm ready to get back into some gardening as well. Right before I logged in, I went back to what was my veggie garden. I don't know what is in my yard eating everything, but some little fucker, which I'm happy to contribute to the wildlife, but some little fucker is eating all of my vegetables. I've put up guards. I don't know what they are finding. I thought the peppers, like hot peppers, were safe. They ate the jalapeno. Something ate my jalapenos. They were like, sorry, we like this. I guess the LA wildlife are different. They're like, joke's on you, bitch. We actually like spicy food. So I pivoted my plans. I'm starting to plant some like medicinal flowers and herbs. I definitely put it up in my high box, so I'm hoping that they'll stay away because it's up high and locked in. I don't know, we'll see. But once I get through this week, I think I will really be able to dedicate some time to the garden. Valley Glen, baby, yes. Oh, Mallory, you didn't get a reset either. I'm sorry. Today we will reset together. Tuning in from, I think, West Virginia. Can only practice a few minutes today, but happy to be here. Happy you're here too. Sometimes we just need a little bit of time. Well, speaking of which, guys, I say we get going, shall we? I say we make things happen. So again, this is like, we do about an hour. We're going to go until the end of the hour. This is all levels. So it can be things that, feel more advanced to some people. But in general, we're here to just move our bodies and get going. Hi, Shayla. Welcome, welcome. All right, everybody. So always good to have some props and things. Y'all know I always like to work with some blocks. If you're feeling super tight, also good to have some straps and things. I'm going intuitive today. We're going to get moving and see where our bodies take us, yeah? We're going to conjure some goodness as soon as I put in this 4th bobby pin. And I can tell on my other camera I need to adjust some things, so y'all just hang on a minute. All right, we got our blocks. I'm still in a robe, y'all. We're in a robe. Okay, let's adjust this just a little bit. Let me get just a scooch higher exposure. That looks good. All right. Let me bump this up too. I had my husband in here with me for bar, and in order to fit both of our bodies, there we go. All right. Okay, that looks straight. Playlist kind of up to you guys today. I'm kind of working with this older playlist. And again, the name of the game today is intuition. So there's going to be a lot of pockets, a lot of moments where you get to really decide how you're going to proceed, okay? We'll start seated, so crisscross. Okay, I have to say it. Crisscross applesauce. And just feel like you're grounded through your sit bones here. Good. We'll take our hands onto our thighs or onto your shins or even resting in your lap. Every time we step into this practice, we're here to conjure and create some awareness. We're here to create and deepen our relationship with ourselves and with our bodies. Yeah? Now, while I don't claim this to be the end-all, be-all, if anything, I claim it to just be a component, an aspect of my self relationship. And the way I step into the present moment with myself. We'll take 3 more breaths here. We'll take 1 more breath like that. Good. We'll take our hands into a prayer position at heart center. We'll interlace all of our fingers. And I want you to open up the palms, push the palms forward in front of you, trying to lengthen all the way out through your arms. Take the arms up and overhead. Feel free to let your rib cage flare. It's all good. We're just waking up or starting to wind down, right? Depending on where you are in the world. And we'll release and we'll circle out or floreo our hands all the way down towards the ground. Nice. Take the hands back towards heart center. Interlace, push, press, sweep those arms back up towards the sky. Nice, and then release, and same thing, taking those circles, but this time in the opposite direction. Nice. When the fingertips make it to the ground, reach the right arm up, arc up and overhead towards your left-hand side. You can also take the forearm down to the ground. Feel yourself really anchor through that right hip and try to fully extend through the right arm. Take some circles with this right arm. Be mindful of any shoulder injuries. Yeah, thinking of you, Nicolette. Nice. We'll reverse these circles other way. Good, and when it comes back up and overhead, let's bend the elbow and support the back of our head with our arms. You can, this may actually intensify the stretch a bit more. At least that's how it feels for me and my shoulders today. All right, let's bring it all the way back up towards center. Same thing on the other side. So right fingertips attached to the ground, left arm reaches up and over, and we take it into our side body stretch. You can stay with hand on the ground or work forearm to the ground. Just make sure that your butt stays connected. All right, let's take our arm circles. Nice, and reverse. Nice, now when it comes up and overhead, bend into the elbow and try to support the head and the neck. Nice. We'll take ourselves all the way back up towards center. And now we'll bring both of our hands to the back of our head. So I'm interlacing right at the base of my neck. And I want you to lift up through your chest. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, just bring chin towards the chest and wrap the arms around the head like a little cocoon. Good. Inhale, open. And with your exhale, round and contract. Right? Now we're not contracting through our whole spine. We're really focusing on our upper back, upper spine. We'll do one more just like this. Inhale, open up through your chest. And exhale, contract it out. Nice. Now reach both of your arms forward, lean back, and let's adjust the legs into prep for boat position. Now, if hips feel a little funky, you can open up into like a diamond position or keep things closed. Good. You can also lift your feet up and off of the ground. Hands can support your backs of the legs as well. We're going to hold here for 8 seconds and then do some rocks and rolls. Okay. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Round your spine and start to roll back and back forwards. Right? Now it'll get more challenging if you do this without supporting the thighs. Right? So if you're into that kind of challenge today, I'm into it for you. Ooh. Hello, hip flexors. All right, last one. And then we'll roll all the way through to tabletop position. All right, hands right underneath your shoulders. Good. Take a couple of cat-cows, so stretch out the belly space, and exhale, round and contract. Nice. Now as you contract, look back at your thighs, walk them back about a foot, readjust forward until shoulders are over your wrists in a modified high plank position. Rock the hips to the left, back around to the right, and back to the front. You can really start to dunk those hips down towards the ground if it feels good. Nice, let's reverse our circles other way. Nice. And let's settle it back into a child's pose position. Really reaching and extending through your arms. Nice. Now push into your fingertips. Feel the elbows and the wrists lift. And walk both of your hands over towards the left-hand side. Good. Take it back through center. Same thing over towards the other side. Nice. We'll bring it back towards center, and we'll walk our hands back towards our thighs, so we're in a kneeling position. Same kind of intro that we've been doing over the past couple weeks. Bigger stretch for your feet if you want. So if you're feeling it in your feet right here, great. If you need a little bit more, you can lift up one knee at a time or go for both, stretching out through your ankles. Good, last 3. Nice, last 2. And 1, take it forwards. Lift up your hips, tuck your toes, sit back onto your heels. We're gonna open up our back line now. So arms open wide and out to the side, and then cross right underneath left. Either give yourself a bear hug and really spread out your shoulder blades, or take it into eagle arms. So wrapping the arms around each other. Good. Take a couple lifts and neutral, lifts and neutral. Last one like that. Good. We'll release our arms, come all the way up tall. And then cactus out through the arms, squeeze through the buns, take a back bend. Good. Re-extend your arms back up, tuck the toes, sit back down, and open up your arms into your T position. Opposite side. So either giving yourself your bear hug or wrapping around and creating your eagle position. Same thing, lifts and lowers. Nice. Finish off that last one, release your arms, rise all the way back up tall. Good. Tops of the feet, lengthen through the tailbone, bend into the elbows, push the hips forward, back bend. Nice. With your inhale, sit back on the heels, extend the arms up. And with your exhale, bend into the elbows again, take that back bend. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, bend into the elbows, open heart. Last time, just like that, inhale up. Nice, exhale, get that squeeze. Now look over towards your left shoulder. See if left hand can find the ground and reach the right arm up and overhead. Nice. Hinge from the hips to bring yourself back down. Good. Sweep it back towards center. Arms reach up, inhale, breath. Good. Exhale, bend into the elbows, peek over the right shoulder. See if you can hinge back, attach hand to ground, open up through your heart space. Good. Hinge from the hips to bring yourself back around to center. Reach those arms up one more time. Nice. Support your low back, push the hips forward. See if you can take this into camel pose, Ustrasana. Nice. Re-support your low spine as you bring yourself up. Sit back onto the heels one last time. Contract through the spine, bringing hands onto shins or your knees or your thighs. Nice. We'll take ourselves forward, extending through your arms and working into a high plank position. Breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. No, I don't know about you, but my calves, my hamstrings are feeling it today. So feel free to take all the pedals, all the wiggles that you need. Practicing some balancing on one arm to take off my socks. All right, nice. Let's flow through asana. So bend into the knees, see the top of your space. Walk your way there. Feet can be hip width distance or together. We'll move into a halfway lift. Lengthen spine, stretch out the legs, and exhale, fold. Soft knees, roll it up to rise. When you make it there, reach the arms up, inhale, breath. Exhale, bring arms by your side body. Left hand stays glued to the leg, right arm reaches up, side body stretch over to your left hand side. Left hand is pushing into the leg. Nice, bring it back through center. Same thing, attaching the right leg to the arm, sliding down the leg as you take this side stretch. Nice, bring it back towards center. Both hands are on your thighs, hinge from the hips. And as you melt down slowly, I want you to feel up the backs of those legs. Feel that tensioning into the muscle groups. Nice. Maybe you make it all the way to the backs of your ankles, pulling yourself deeper by pushing your hands into the backs of your legs. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, high plank. Glide forward. Knees can tap the ground, Chaturanga Dandasana. Good, upward facing dog or low cobras. And exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Great, let's lift up our heels, bend our knees, see the front. You can step. See if you can use the opposite foot you would normally like to do that in. Soft knees, roll it all the way up. Good. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, bringing them down by your side. We're gonna do this series one more time like this. Left hand slides down the leg as you reach right arm up and over. Exhale, bring it to center. Right hand on thigh, left arm high, side bend, slide. Nice. Bring it back to center. Slow hinge. Again, attaching to the backs of the legs. Good. Once you make it down, seeing if you can push hands against your legs to draw yourself deeper into this fold. Good. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, stepping back, same thing, right? Which leg did you step back with before? Seeing if you can do the opposite dominant. We're gonna work through hops on this next round. Great, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. All right, now when we're starting to work through hops, we want to make sure that we're gripping into our fingertips, creating cambering, right? This is our brake system. This is how we stop ourselves from going too far and like rolling over, right? So if you want to try hops, cool. Let's try that. Lift up heels, bend into your knees, grip fingertips, hop. Yeah? See if you want to try that again. Nice, halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, take hands towards heart center. Cross your thumbs, keep your palms connected, re-extend everything up. I'm working with feet together because we're gonna side bend without that side arm support. So take left arm up and over towards your left hand side. Nice, back through center, same thing other side. Great, bring it back through center, take your back bend, open up through your chest. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands. And again, you can step back or start to play with hop backs towards the front, right? So same thing, you're pushing through your hands and bending the elbows as you land. Upward facing dog. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take those hips up and back. 5 breath reset here, which you can do as is, or you can play a little bit deeper into the shoulders and bring your forearms down to the ground. So this is our dolphin position. A lot of people tend to bring the hands closer together for this. It's not the end of the world, but eventually we want to work to 2 parallel hands or an 11 shape with the arms. So it's a really good skill to try to practice. Good, really good strength building for your shoulders as well. We're here for 3. Here for 2. Nice, and 1. Take both of your knees down to the ground. And if you were in your downward facing dog, meet us with both of your forearms to the earth. We're gonna work through forearm cat-cows. So I want you to push into the forearms, round through the spine. Nice, and then try to reach your heart space forward. Good, different type of access into our shoulders. And we're definitely working with our arms in that 11 shape position. Nice, we'll do one more just like that. Lengthen out through the heart space forward. And then let's see about working into our Anahatasana, our heart opener or puppy pose. So arms reach forward, hips stay over your bum. And we're trying to create space in our lats. Now you may just have your forehead onto the ground while you're here or kind of looking forward. With deeper expressions, you may start to work chest and chin down towards the ground. Yeah. We've got 10 seconds here. Nicely done. We're gonna slide all the way out to flat on our belly. So I'm just gonna slide my knees back and kind of inchworm my knees all the way down to the earth. Take your arms out to your right and your left, like a T shape, and turn your head over to your right hand side. Bend into your right knee, and then let's roll over the hip and see if we can tap this right foot behind us. Nice, roll back through center. Look over to the left, see if you can do that again. Over to the other side now. So left knee bends, hip wraps up and over. Good, we'll go side to side a few times. And I want you to see if you can even take the foot all the way to where your hand is. Requires a lot of proprioception and a lot of low back activation. Good, we'll do one more over to the left. One more over to the right. Nice, and when we make it back towards center, let's bend into both of our knees and then just rock them side to side. Nice, find yourself back at center. Bring the hands right by your shoulders and push yourself up, bringing the left arm to a parallel at the, like towards the front of your mat. Left leg will go long, right leg will stay bent. Let's see if we can reach back for this right foot and capture it. I am picking up my right hip in order to reach behind me and grab it. But once I've got it, let's try to bring both of our hip points back to the earth. Nice. We're going to work our frog position, which is very quad centric. So try to bring your right heel closer towards your bum. If you've got pretty good range of motion in your knee, you may even try this. Once I pull the heel towards my butt, I'm kind of spinning on the heel of my hand, turning my fingertips to face the front, and I'm getting a really major stretch into my right shoulder as I do this. Nice, let's release. We'll bring right forearm to the ground, left knee will bend, and we'll do that half frog on the other side. So I'm lifting up my hip to grab for the foot, and then returning it down towards the ground. Nice. Now again, I'm trying to pull the foot towards my heel. I'm doing the spin. Not everybody may want to do that spin. Great, we'll release that foot back and we'll place both of our arms into this like hide and go seek position. I'm gonna take my bottom arm, whatever arm that is for you, and kind of tuck it into the elbow crease of the opposite arm, the thumb of the top arm into the elbow crease of the other one. Now we're going to do some upper back bending, but it's gonna require you to kind of trust and just use the listening directions, right? Because we're gonna glue our forehead to our forearms and lift up that entire thing as a unit, yeah? So tops of the feet press into the ground here, and then lift up the arms. It's gonna lift up the head as well. So we're kind of, flying blind here. Great, and then we'll return that back down. Good, reset your hips if you need, wiggle out a little bit. We're gonna do 2 more. So lift up. Seeing if you can get a little bit higher on this one, and then lower back down. All right, we got 1 more with an option to make things a little more interesting. So lift up through your head, lifting up through your heart, and then see if the legs also want to lift up. Good, last 3. Nice, last 2. And 1, release it all down. Take hands by your side body. And we're gonna make our way back into downward facing dog. You can push through tabletop to get back there, or you can also push up into a high plank to get back there. So up to you, whatever you want to do. Nice. And once you're in that downward facing dog, take a moment to reset once more, right? It's really nice to get into a folded position after all of those back bends. 2 more breaths. Nice, all right. We'll lift up heels, bend both of our knees, and we'll travel to the front once more. Those hops are always available. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend into your knees, reach your arms towards upper hand corner. And with your exhale, bend deeper into the knees and sweep your arms back behind you. Nice. Inhale, rise all the way up to tall and lift up your left leg in front of you. Inhale, breath. Good. With your exhale, take a figure 4 chair, left ankle onto the right thigh, and sit back in towards the hips. Now find a spot where you feel like you're getting a good balance here. Good. Inhales and exhales. Let's rise all the way back up towards a standing position. And with your exhale, we'll step back into a low lunge. So left foot at the back of your mat, both fingertips can find the ground. We'll lower into our left knee and take a moment to open up through our left side hip flexor. Know that both of your blocks can come underneath your hands for this, right? I like to use blocks personally because they allow me to get a little more range through my hips and also feel a lot more support. I'm preferring corks for these kind of moves because they have a lot more like sturdiness to them. All right, let's take it into a hamstring stretch. So pull back, lengthen out through the right leg. Nice. Now while we're here, we're gonna take some cat-cow actions through our back and through our hips. So round the spine, feel like you're pointing through your toe. And then extend through the spine, flex into the foot. Yeah, you guys feel that difference in your hamstring, point and round. And then extend and flex. We'll do one more just like that, point and round. And then extend and flex. Very good. Rebend into your front knee. Good, working just all that space into the hip flexor. And then with your exhale, let's take it into a runner stretch. So tuck your toes, lift your knees, and work back down into your fold. Really go for depth here towards your shin bone. Good, roll it back forwards. Meet me in your high lunge. So stack shoulders above your hips. I like to take a soft bend into my back leg, and we'll reach the arms up and overhead. Grab for your left wrist with your right hand and side bend over to the right hand side. Nice. Work your way back through center. Sweep both of your arms back behind you and lengthen through your back leg. Inhale, bring it back up into your high crescent. Exhale, open up into your warrior two position. Lean towards the front leg. Take your side angle. Right arm can rest onto the elbow. Left arm reaches high. Inhale, strum the left arm in front of your body and reach the arm up and overhead for your full extended. Good. Take it into your reverse triangle. So reach this right arm up and back. Nice. With your exhale, let's move into triangle position. So maintain the length into the right leg, reach your left arm high. Blocks are here for you. Have no shame about using them. To me, I have the best technique when I am using my blocks, so I do have the ability to go for depth, but I like to be here. I feel actually supported and like my hips are holding me up. Good, all right, we'll bring ourselves all the way back into like a center neutral position, and we'll turn our toes towards the long edge of our mat. Take the arms up and overhead, and with your exhale, let's go for chest expansion grip behind us. Interlace through the fingers, lift up through the heart, and work your way down into wide-legged fold. Nice. We'll release our hands down. Feel like your hands can press into the ground to lengthen you out. Nice. And then side bend into your left leg. So you're taking yourself into either a deep lateral or even into a skandasana for more depth into the hip. Nice. Bring yourself back through center and over to the other side. So either into your deep lateral lunge or into your skandasana on the other side. Nice, let's pivot our way towards the front, and we'll either go through Ekapada Chaturanga or your regular Chaturanga, up to you. So Ekapada is just single-legged, yeah? Upward facing dog. And with your exhale, downward facing dog, lift those hips up and back. Nice, let's do all that on the other side. Lift your heels, bend your knees, travel to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. And with your exhale, forward fold. Good. Chair position, bend into your knees, reach your arms up, upper hand corner. And with your exhale, sweep the arms back, open up your chest. Good. Rise up into your single-legged, so right leg lifts. And then figure 4 chair, right ankle onto the left thigh. Sit into your depth, sit into your balance here. Nice. All right, we'll take it back up into our single-legged, and then we'll step back into our low lunge position. Right foot now is at the back of our mats. We'll lower the right knee down. And again, you can get into your hip flexor the same way you did on the other side, blocks or no blocks. Oh. All right, let's take it into our hamstring stretch. And this first one, we really work deliberately through our spine. Yeah, so let's round the spine, point through your front foot, and then do the opposite of that. Yeah, I've heard this technique called neural flossing. Really helpful if you deal with like chronic sciatica, back issues, hip issues. If you just feel like stretching isn't really doing a lot for you because there's just so much tension in other areas of the posterior line. God, I fucking love Tears for Fears. That's my playlist today. All right, we'll rebend into our front knee. Again, taking like another moment here in our hip flexor stretch. Great, and then we'll go into our runner stretch. So lengthening out through the front line and really working on melting your chest forward. Great, we'll take ourselves forward and work into our high crescent position with that soft bend into the back leg so that we can get into our side body work again in this standing shape. So arms reach up. Left hand is gonna find your right wrist, yeah? We'll side bend up and over towards your left-hand side, yeah? And really feel like the hips are kind of staying in one place. All right, we'll take it back through center, sweep both of your arms back behind you, lengthen out through that leg, really nice, and then reach it up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, take it into your warrior two. Side angle to start, so elbow on thigh, right arm high. Good, big strum, extension through that right arm. Nice. Let's take it into reverse triangle, so lengthen out through the front leg, reach the left arm up and back. Exhale, triangle pose, right? No shame, and again, using your props behind you, in front of you. Great, we'll bring it back up to center and we'll turn our toes towards that long edge. Now you can again go into your chest expansion one more time. Great. If you're working in this chest expansion, something that sometimes I like to play with, if I'm feeling really good in my hamstrings, working kind of extra depth here, and thinking about curling underneath myself and trying to attach my pinky, like pinky finger side towards the ground. Requires a lot of trust. Requires you not to be too scared while working here. Last 3. Last 2. Nice, and 1. Let's bring ourselves lengthening out like we're in a half lift, and either lateral lunge or skandasana. I like that my 2 bar balls are just here chilling. My big ball and my little ball. All right, let's take it over to the other side, either your lateral lunge or your skandasana. Good, and then we'll pivot our way towards the front, going through our high to mid plank, either ekapada or regular. We'll go upward facing. And then exhale, downward facing dog, lifting your hips up and back. Once more, you can stay here for 5 breaths. You can take a proper break, knees down, grabbing water, 5 breaths. Or you can start to work forearms down to the ground, trying to find those 11s, and seeing about creating some of our first arm balances in this class, yeah? So when I'm trying to work into pincha, I've got a leg lifting, right? A lot of us, we need to take some hops, right? So you can even practice just low hops while you're here, yeah? That can be a great first place to start. And know also that as you're taking hops like that, you can use your wall, especially if you're getting used to it, because this is a really tough shape to be in, yeah? If you know you have your pincha ready to go, then go for it. Let's see how my pincha is feeling today. I know Mallory, if you're still here, you were talking about wanting to work on these. This is a good one. Nice. All right, after playing there for a little bit, take a right proper break on your knees, because, woo, gets your heart rate up. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna go into our last little bits here. We're gonna run back through our flow and get into some deeper, like reach back grabs for our feet, yeah? If you want to work like super deep foot grabs and back bends, like king variations, straps can be really helpful for those extra access points, yeah? All right, in 5 seconds, I'm giving myself enough time. We'll go into our downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Reset with me, 2 breaths. Right, we'll make our way towards the front. Again, you can work those hops. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise into your chair position, so bend into the knees. Exhale, sweep your arms back behind you, sit deeper. Inhale, rise up, single-legged mountain. Exhale, find your figure 4 chair. Good. Inhale, take it back up, dancer's position. Grab for the inside of your left foot and kick that leg back behind you. Good for 3. Nice for 2. And 1. Bring it all the way back up, single-legged mountain. Exhale, low lunge, big step back behind you. Lower the left knee down and work into your hip flexor. Same thing, you can work with your blocks. Those blocks can even support underneath your bum if you're trying to go for a quad stretch on the back. Right, so another round of reaching back, grabbing feet. Sometimes I even like to really walk my blocks back, bend and try to work some foot to head. All right, nice. Take it into your hamstring stretch, so pulling the toes back towards your face. Nice, rounding and pointing. Give a flex and lengthen. Nice. One more round and point. And then we'll take ourselves back forward into our lunge. Instead of doing our runner stretch, we'll go straight up into our high crescent. Nice. Sweep the arms back behind you, no side body stretch. Great. Reach it back up into your high crescent. Open warrior two position, and then go into your side angle. Great. You can go for your full extension or your double utthita. Both arms reach to the front. Try to hold the angle of the body. This shit's hard as fuck. For 3. Good. For 2. And 1. Reverse triangle, so big space into the body. And exhale, Trikonasana triangle pose. Nice. Work it back up into your neutral. Turn to the side. Again, wide-legged fold. Now earlier we did all the folds and the side body things. Here I want to give you more opportunities to get upside down, right? There's a lot of ways to do that. You can work through handstands, you can work through headstands. One really tough one, since we did some pincha shit on the other side, on that little kind of break before this round. Wide-legged pincha press. This guy's hard, right? This is an all levels class, but this is some more advanced shit, right? So I need to get super wide in order to feel like I'm getting my forearms comfortably on the ground. Leaning forward and then pushing my way back. Oh. All right, work your way back to the front of your mat. All right, you can go through your high to mid plank again, Ekapada, upward facing, and with your exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we got our last side here, folks. Same thing, travel to the front. Halfway lift, and with your exhale, fold. Chair position, and exhale, sweep back. Good, single-legged, right leg lifts, figure 4. Good, bring it back up. And then we took it into dancers or Nataranjasana, so find the instep of your foot, right, and start to kick through. Last 3. Last 2. Nice. And 1. Back up into your single-legged. You're almost out, guys. I know this shit's tough. Ooh. All right. Back into your lunge. Right? Knee lowers down. Again, blocks under hands, block under butt. Maybe going for another quad stretch. Great. I also offered up trying to work your foot to head in here. Woo! We'll see, I got pretty deep on the other side. Let's see where we're at today. I was able to attach to the bun. That's close enough. All right, take your hamstring stretch here. Again, a couple rounds. That should feel really nice, especially after a deep back bend. All right, we'll take it forwards, straight up into our high crescent. And then sweep it back. Take that lean forwards. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, warrior two. Side angle, left arm down, right arm high. Sweep into your extended position or your double utthita. Good, strong through the hips. Let all the power come from the legs for 3, for 2, and 1. Take it into your reverse triangle. And exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Nice, let's bring it back up. Turn your toes towards the long mat or long edge of your mat and take it into your last wide-legged fold. Same thing, you can work some final inversions here, or you can even take it into some deep middle positions like middle split or even your prone frog. Whatever floats your boat. All right, we'll take it back to the front of our space, and you can move through your very last chaturanga. Isn't that great news? I love that news. Good, upward facing. And exhale, take it back into a child's pose position. All right, we'll take ourselves forward. We'll sit off to one side and face the long edge of our mats in a Baddha Konasana position. Nice work, everybody. All right. Wow, the calluses be callousing. 2 options here. You can either go into your deer position, or you can go all the way into a half pigeon. So really up to you what works for you. This is our deer, right? So 2 right angles. Love it. Get into the hips. Or rotate all the way through. Now really focus on trying to wrap the inner left thigh up to sky. Your right leg does not need to be in a 90-degree angle, yeah? And this is half pigeon specifically that we're talking about. Right, more opportunities for a foot grab. Right, king variations. Nice, and we'll bring it back into our original position. And same thing on the other side. Right, deer pose or half pigeon, whatever works. This right side is my funky shoulder. And we'll come back to center, especially gently, if you're really sending it like me there. And finding our crisscross position. If you work some deep back bends, maybe you take some round positions through your spine. And lengthening out, finding some newfound postural integrity here. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, take a twist. Right hand to left thigh, rotate. And take it back through center. Same thing, other side. Nice. We'll unwind, bringing ourselves back to center. And we'll take a brief lay down on our back. I know it's, kind of the end of our time, but let's not skimp on this really important moment. Where we bring it all back home. Drop into a final shape that you like. And breathing some appreciation into this body. We'll take one more breath in here. And one breath out. Wonderful job, my friends. I hope that you're feeling ready for your Monday after that. Intuitive flow took us in some backbendy directions, didn't it? Ooh. Wow. Always have so much appreciation for y'all. Hope you're feeling good after that. I know we did some challenging things in there. No worries, Mallory. Thanks for coming, G. I love you. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I feel so good. I love your new Monday flow classes so much. Thank you. I love you all. I will have a fabby day. I've got a busy week, 6 days we're working. I'm teaching an inversion workshop Sunday. So trying to collect myself for that. So I'm gonna run a couple errands right now, see a private client, and then do some planning and plotting. So much grateful for all of you too. Bisou, Heidi, Bisou. Thank you for joining. Thank you everybody from joining, whether it's the morning. Oh wow, just caught a glimpse of my hair. Whether it's the evening and you're now settling into your bedtime or dinner time. Hope you had a great Monday. And for all of us on the other side of the world, I hope your Monday kicks off to a great start. Yes. We'll have our Thursday class this week. 30-minute core. Then I'll be taking my husband to Houston. I'll miss him. I will miss. LOL peppers. Hey, Anita. Yeah, the funny thing, I put up a boundary around my plants, but I think it's a small little guy because they got it anyways. And the holes in this fence are maybe this big, this tall. So I don't know. Maybe when my dad comes over, my dad's coming home from Thailand in a week. He's going to be with me for a few days. Maybe I'll hire my dad, make some anti-critter boxes. No, it's some kind of full-size animal. I think it's rabbits. It's either rabbits. We've had raccoons back here, but they're big. I don't think they would squeeze in through these little things. I think it's a rabbit. But now I want to make friends with it. I want to be friends with the rabbits. Especially because they're grabbing the shit off of the plant and dragging it into other areas of the yard. Oh my God, rats. What if it's a rat? I don't know, we'll see. I want to set up a little camera. I want to catch this little critter in the action. Oh my God. We'll see. We'll see. But you know what's great? Because I, sowed some seeds for the medicinal plant garden and they're already starting to sprout. So, we shall see. Yeah, cute and tiny, but damn, I know. Maybe that's what it is. Because definitely this little protection fence I have up, they could definitely slip through that. Easy. Little fuckers. Little fuckers. They like the spice. My little spicy babies. Well, all right, my darlings, this was so lovely. If I don't see you this Thursday for our core class, or in some of my in-person classes this week, or even my workshop, I'll see you next Monday. Same time, same channel. I have the details for my inversion workshop over here, kind of flittering through, so come see me. It's almost full, so I'm stoked. But I'm also like, damn, that's a lot of people. But it'll be fine. We're in the big room. We'll have lots of space. If you want to come, reach out, yeah? And if you want to reach out, just reach out anyways. I love you guys. All right, have an awesome rest of your Monday. So much love to all of you, and I'll see you next time.